This is called Broken Alliance 1 Celestra.
Commander, we've received an unusual request from the Aquarian Science Forum. There's a colonial ship in orbit they want removed. The research vessel was working on a new plating repair technology. The project got Cylon interest, and the research group was forced to abandon the asset and its crew. There hasn't been much Cylon activity in the area other than that. However, Aquaria wants both Cylon and Colonial Fleet presence minimized while they prepare for the Kairos Summerfest. The Forum said we can take the ship and any tech we find on it, as long as we take the Cylons with us. Whether it's actually theirs to give away is another matter.
Alright guys, let's give it a chance. I've never played this mission before. I can't wait to see what it's all about. Okay, so for pre-battle setup, first of all, already it's looking really beautiful. Just look at that structure off there in the distance. Yeah, this looks fine for me, honestly. Not really much I want to change. Let's put this guy here. Maybe lower the Berserker a bit. Actually, I'll bring the Berserker more to the back here. And I'll do the same with this Adamant Frigate. Just kind of put it right there. Okay.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete. Hostile Dratus marks already on the board. The research ship is responding and active.
It's peculiar to see a Vardmodia ship so far from home. Their drone technology isn't so radical that they need help from the Aquarians.
It's possible that was just a front. Maybe some rogue techs looking for refuge before the Quorum passes its AI ban.
I don't think so. In that regard, Vergis has more to be concerned about than these folks. They're drone enthusiasts at best. More interested in actuators than processors.
Either way. Commander, proceed as planned. This may be a rare lucrative day for Colonial Fleet.
Alright, it's always nice to make a few extra Tilium credits when you're playing as Colonial Fleet. So I guess we have to save this science ship, protect the Celestra, pretty straightforward. We're just going to keep on moving it. Obviously, we want to make sure that she navigates properly and doesn't crash into any of those asteroids. But for now, I'm just going to basically move full speed ahead.
Yes, sir.
Towards the enemy. I'm not actually moving full speed ahead. We're going to keep the thrusters off.
Understood.
But you get the idea.
Understood.
In fact, we could even send some of our actual Vipers to protect that particular ship. That's not a bad idea. Just in case the enemy fires missiles at it or something like that, because one group of missiles, I'm pretty sure, is going to destroy that research vessel. Okay, and let's launch them from the Daedalus as well.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what to expect, boys and girls, but one thing is for sure, we're going to get a really good payday if we can make this work. What kind of enemy ships are we even up against? I'm not going to send out any scouts, although we could technically send one of these Viper squads to get a closer look. I'm going to play it safe, though. I'm sure they're going to have more reinforcements than just this.
On it, Commander.
I would expect them to. That ship is doing fine for now.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Okay, what kind of ships? Ooh, a revenant. Oh my goodness, guys. These are revenants. They are nasty,
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Let's deal with them. Oh boy.
Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts.
Oh, they're gonna try to steal our ship or destroy it. Okay, fair enough. It's pretty clear what we have to do. We're gonna have to go and send some ships
on it, Commander,
to defend it specifically. So we're splitting our fleet up. This may not go too well for us, folks, but we've got to take the risk. First things first, let's take down these revenants. So let's go for the middle one. I'm also going to focus fire on these raider squadrons with the side guns to sort of take them out. And I might even get some Viper Mark 1 squadrons to focus on them too. Do the same thing here. We're going to focus fire on the Revenant. So I've never put this much emphasis onto just attacking one ship, but I think
Commander.
this could be the weak link in the enemy fleet.
So say we all.
And obviously destroying one of these ships would really boost our morale big time. I'm actually going to fire one salvo at that other Revenant. Just because I
On it, Commander.
like to be fair. How's that? How's that for an explanation? Fire a guided missile over here. We'll fire it. I'm not sure if that many shots is going to be enough to take this thing out. But you know what? Let's fire at the first one. If it isn't, then may the gods help us. Here we go. Pop those missiles. Oh man. It's a major amount of damage, but he's still flying high. He's doing just fine. Yeah, that's not good at all. We're gonna go ahead and turn
On it, Commander.
our guns towards him so that our guns will actually be able to spot him and continue firing. I'm amazed at how strong that thing is. Alright, let's keep hitting it, guys. And it looks like we've already got some Vipers headed that way. We didn't even need to tell them. As for the Berserk, I want the Berserk to focus on the Revenant, and I'm going to increase his attack all the way. Because he's got some very powerful guns, believe it or not.
Yes, sir.
Research ship is doing just fine. And I can't take a look at the chat, guys, until the end of this battle, because there's a lot to focus on here. Actually, I want to get some of these Daedalus ships. Looks like they're already going for the Talon.
Understood.
Here we go. Enemy guns are working
Adamant is taking
overtime
damage.
here, and you know I didn't want to lose any ships from this fleet, but it's starting to look impossible for us not to lose at least a few. Oh man, this is very shady maneuvering here. Very, very shady maneuvering, guys. It's like they're intentionally trying to scare us. I'm gonna come back around here.
On it, Commander.
And we're 2 turns away from being able to actually launch any missiles, but we still have a Viper squad we haven't popped on this one. Alright, let's keep hitting that Revenant. On. At least our ships are starting to target him almost exclusively. And I'm actually worried because we're getting really close. This could be a crash. Not just that, when this thing explodes, it could absolutely take this Adamant with it. It's just such a massive ship. Let's turn around. Next turn we'll be able to use some of these missiles. We still haven't spotted any of the enemy ships here, which is a little weird. So that research ship is getting to a decent location here.
On it, Commander.
Yeah, let's see where those Vipers are. Oh man, turning this thing is going to be really tough. Okay, we'll do our best.
Adamant is taking damage. Hostile unit identified.
Oh man, that Revenant is so close to exploding. Just a few more hits. She's on fire. She's not in good shape at all. So it looks like she's going to keep on fighting, and I'm not going to waste any more missiles on this thing. I mean, if we just get a close-up on her, she is really towards the end of her existence. So I think we need to now turn our attention over here to the right, see what's going on. Looks like it's a Cerastes-class ship. Let's use Lady Chicken Sword's guided missile here and take her out. The Cerastes guys, by the way, for those of you that are new to the game, this came with the Reinforcement Pack DLC. Really special Cylon ship, and not one I like to go up against. So we're going to throw 2 salvos against this thing. And I'm also going to try and fire a guided missile, not at that Revenant, but at this one.
So say we all.
Do the same with our Manticore here. And with this Adamant, we will do the same thing as well. Got to make use of every single missile we have.
Yes,
in fact,
Commander.
we'll fire at the Talon with this one. Sometimes, every now and again, this usually happens more, though, when you're playing as Cylons against humans. There's a chance that when you hit the enemy with one of your missiles, you'll actually damage some of the internals. I'm not sure if that's going to happen here, but it might. So once again, we're putting a lot of effort into wiping out specifically the Revenant class. Oh my goodness! Just had a ship explode up there. I think that was the Talon. I don't see that we've lost any ships. Let's hope not. We'll find out in the replay anyway. Oh no, don't tell me that was the research vessel. No, the research vessel's here. Woo. Okay. We'll figure out what just happened there. Cerastes is going to get hit right here. Make sure we're focusing fire. If anybody wants to take a guess in the chat, please feel free. Alright, here we go. Yes! Another one down.
Understood.
Well, we're going to go ahead and pop over here. Continue targeting that Talon. The void of space just swallowed up that entire ship. That's a beautiful sight, to say the least. Focus fire on the Talon class. These Talons are pretty cheap ships for Cylons, and they have pretty good defenses and decent guns. Especially if you're playing multiplayer, it's definitely a ship I would recommend. Let's make sure we're targeting that Cerastes. And there's still another enemy Talon right here.
So
they have so much in this area.
Adamant is taking damage.
It's going to be that Adamant, of course. Oh yeah, wow. That Cerastes is putting a lot of damage down here on this Adamant class ship. We want to try to get out of here if possible and save this guy. So I'm actually going to go ahead and boost thrusters. Actually, it's better to turn before we boost thrusters. We can put the hull to full defense. I think we'll be able to take out the Cerastes ship pretty soon anyway. Make sure that it's actually turned towards the Talon. Yeah, pretty good. Last thing we want is to crash into that giant dome.
So say we all. Understood.
I knew we had a ship that was kind of off course. There we go. Alright. And the Celestra. We don't want the Celestra crashing, so...
Understood.
Let's do that. Wow, we can apply plating to a sector. That's amazing. So we can actually fix the dataless shipyards using that thing. That is pretty neat, guys.
Adamant is taking damage.
Alright, that's Rasti's going down. Goodbye. Oh man, the Vipers are ripping her apart. I'm gonna let the Vipers to it, or leave the Vipers to it. And let's target this Talon with the guided missiles. I'm almost certain we should be able to take this guy out. Boom. Do the same with this Adamant here. I don't want to crash into any space rocks, though. Guided missiles once again. It's going to look great on replay, but that's just going to be a crazy amount of consecutive explosions there. What about up here? Are we safe? Is it secret? Is it safe? I couldn't help myself. Boom.
Yes, Commander.
Boom. Yeah, I think he's pretty finished. Here we go.
Adamant is taking damage.
Now that Adamant has taken a tremendous amount of damage, and if the enemy lowers just a little bit, they could absolutely get a little kamikaze attack there, and certainly make us regret getting so close. So to avoid that possibility, I'm actually going to move away a little bit more. Alright, the Adamant class over here is doing okay. If we get out of this without a single loss, guys, that's incredible. Can't express how good that is for our campaign. Thank you for joining. Talon is definitely in trouble.
Adamant is taking damage.
Fortunately, not in trouble as quickly as we'd like it to be.
Yes, sir. And that Talon is still in business. Unbelievable. This is Sprugs. This is one of our oldest ships here. Manticore is taking damage.
As soon as I see those fires start spreading, that makes me a little bit happier. And I think with a few more shots here, the enemy will be no more. We're still reloading launchers? I thought we had a shot. Hold on a second. Okay, one more turn. Fair enough. Sometimes those missiles can actually hit your own ships, and that was a near miss right there. So close to actually smacking into us. I think our Vipers will clean that up. Vipers are just like sharks in this game. You just circle their prey and wipe them out little by little. Yeah, that Talon is gone. They don't even need missiles at this point. Although they have managed to hurt this Adamant quite a lot. Here we go. It's a dead Talon class ship.
Friendly unit is down.
Wow! So look at that. The explosion from the Talon did hit the Manticore and destroyed it. I told you guys I was worried about that secondary damage, but man, we had to see it to believe it. The explosion just went ripping through the side of our ship, completely destroying it. The Adamant here, of course, is also down, so we lost the Thrace and the Sprugs. Unbelievable. Nasty little loss there. But hopefully it was all worth it, because we are getting a tremendous income from this particular mission. If we succeed. Oh boy, please don't tell me I'm going to hit that space rock. It looks like we are. Looks like we're going to hit the space rock. Alright, let's see what we can do. It's just a massive asteroid. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be a hit. There might be no way to avoid this.
Understood.
This is the Titanic of space. Here we go. Oy, wow. Wow. I don't know how he did it, but he somehow managed to do it. He avoided the rock.
All hostile marks are down.
Okay, there we go.
Celestra is secured and preparing to be boarded.
Very nice, guys. So we're going to watch the replay now. Again, I don't do any talking over the replay, so you guys can use your own imagination. But welcome, guys, and don't forget that very soon we're going to be giving out those keys for Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. Alright, guys, what did you think of that battle? I